All right, good morning. Thank you for being here. Commissioner Warren, thank you again for your continued leadership. You're doing a fantastic job. Uh, I'll be uh, I'll be very brief. We have shifted our culture at Michigan State. It's a culture that is rooted in a relentless mindset in everything we do. Culture is how we live and behave every single day. A culture of accountability, attention to detail, sense of urgency, connection, being authentic, being real, and good old fashioned hard work. You roll your sleeves up, figure out a way to get the job done. A year ago, last season, 11-2, for us, it was just really a step in the right direction. That's really what it was. We did some good things, but nobody cares what you did last year. We certainly don't. We got a lot of work to do. We have improved tremendously this out of season, on the field and off the field. We are extremely hungry, and we do have a chip on our shoulder. We've got a lot to prove. We have a very high standard of performance, and we have decided as a program to attack that standard every single day. There's a lot of work being done in East Lansing right now as we speak. We're actually putting the work in. We're chopping wood every day, and the goal for us is to win every game on our schedule. That's our stated goal. Our goal is to finish first. That's our goal. And we need to bring a championship to East Lansing. So that's what this is all about. I feel really good about this upcoming season. We're going to have a great training camp. I can't wait to get started. With that, I'm going to open up for questions.
Coach, we'll start to our left over here first.
Hi, Mel. Dave Biddle from 24/7 Sports. Can you get into how
Thanks,
you've mixed hitting the transfer portal with recruiting? Because I know you guys have 9 four-star recruits in your recruiting class right now. I know you can't get into specific names, but can you just get into how you mix hitting the transfer portal with recruiting high school kids?
Yeah, I mean it's not very complicated. We embrace the portal. We're going to build our team through the high school ranks. And it's very similar to what we did while I was in the NFL. You want to build through the draft. You complement and supplement your roster through free agency. And so the high school ranks for us is a draft. The portal is free agency.
Okay, Coach, we're going to go right here in front.
Hi, Coach. Ryan Saline from Greater Than the Game. You recently went to Alabama with the Big Ten. Why was that trip important, and what were your biggest takeaways?
Yeah, thanks for that question. It was, why did I go? I was presented with an opportunity to get better and to learn. I believe in lifelong learning, and that was certainly an opportunity. Commissioner Warren, came up with the idea a couple summers ago. He made it happen. He invited me, and I jumped at the opportunity. What did I take out of it? I didn't know as much as I thought that I knew about the civil rights movement, fighting for the right to vote, slavery, Reconstruction, Jim Crow, mass incarceration. Just a tremendous education for me. It was a life-changing experience.
Okay, we'll go to one over here.
Thank you for that insight on that.
Yeah.
Jim Comparoni, SpartanMag.com. Mel, what have been your initial impressions of transfer running backs Jalen Berger and Jarek Broussard? Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. So, Berger came to us mid-year. We got him in January, and he's a very talented young man, very talented. And he really bought in right away to our culture and what we're all about. He's really started to bond with his teammates, and he's really opened up. So we've gotten to know him over these past several months, and he is a very versatile guy. He's an excellent runner, and he's excellent in terms of receiving the ball out of the backfield. He's a competitor, and I'm glad we got him. Jarek Broussard, he played for us at Colorado when I was there. Tremendous back. Also, excellent ball skills, can catch the ball in the backfield. super and hyper competitive. We got him this summer, and he's a guy that can do a lot of things. So those two guys were obviously portal guys for us that have made our team better and made our running back room more competitive.
Coach in the back to our left.
Bill Bender, Sporting News. Coach, they kind of took my question, so I'm going to try a different way to say it. With Kenneth Walker III and everything he did last season, how much have you used what he accomplished to sell maybe those running backs and sell guys on the transfer portal that are looking at Michigan State?
Yeah, so we just tell his story. We just tell his story. He came to us. I'm not sure how many people knew about him nationally. He saw an opportunity to come to Michigan State and get better. His goal was to play in the National Football League and play against great competition. And he came in and he went to work. And he did a great job in the weight room in the winter. And it continued on through spring ball, and he showed up every single day and improved as a football player. He walked in the door extremely talented, and he raised the level of competition, not just in the running back room, but on the entire football team, and he was extremely productive. And then he got what he wanted. He was able to help us win a lot of football games. He was a tremendous leader, a great teammate. Now he's moved on to the National Football League, and he's going to have a great career there. It's a great story, and that resonates with players.
We'll stay to our left, Coach.
Alex Hickey with Saturday Tradition. Mel, I'm wondering your response to Pat Narduzzi's recent assertion that Pitt would have beaten you apparently badly if Kenny Pickett had played in the Peach Bowl.
Yeah, I really prefer not to get into hypotheticals, especially games that have played in the past and were decided on the field.
We'll go over here to our right.
How you doing, Coach Tucker?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Jalen Henderson, Spartan Sports Report. With the new facility in the making, how will this affect the training camp practice this year?
Very little. Our guys are displaced somewhat. Our locker room is moved from the football complex to the stadium, and our equipment room is there. But our meeting rooms are still, there at the Scandalaris football building, and the coaches' offices, haven't been displaced. And so, we're in good shape. Minor inconvenience. Like Coach Alvarez used to tell us when I played at Wisconsin, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Go right here, Coach.
Paul Fanson from The Only Colors.
Yeah.
So, Coach Tucker, the Michigan State program is in a very different place than it was 12 months ago. So how are you and your staff continuing to manage those changing expectations? And what are your plans to continue to put your fingerprint on the Spartan program?
Yeah, so, we just keep chopping wood every single day. Like I said, we got something to prove. We took a step in the right direction. We haven't really, we're not where we want to be. And the voices inside of our building need to be louder than the voices outside the building. So we're staying focused on the task at hand. Our culture is all about, how we live and behave every day, and those are actions, those are behaviors. It's a process. What are we doing every single day to get better? Aggregation of marginal gains. Everyone just get a little bit better every single day. We're going to continue to hammer our process, cement our culture, and that's what's going to create the outcomes for us. And so there's laser focus and there's hunger. We got a chip on our shoulder. All of our guys are bought in, the coaches and the players, and so it's just a matter of continuing to work our butts off.
Okay, and we've got one final question for Coach here.
Hi, Coach Tucker. Tyler Danberg with Scarlet and Gray Sports Radio. What does a wide receiver and playmaker like Jaden Reed do to your offense and special teams unit?
Yeah, Jay Reed, his nickname is Bird, by the way. He is a tremendous player. First and foremost, he's a great person. He's a great guy. He's a great teammate. He's fun to coach. I mean, he's always got a smile on his face, and he can do a lot for us. You mentioned what he can do on special teams as a return guy. He's elite. He's outstanding at contested throws. I mean, you get the ball, just get it to him, he's going to find a way to come down with it. And he's very competitive. He's hyper competitive, and he practices extremely hard. And that's why he's always getting better. He's a great leader for us. He leads by example, but he's also a confront and demand guy. So, you know, a guy like that, what's he do for your offense? High-level production. I believe you got to have 3 to 4 difference makers on each side of the ball if you want to be really good, and he's a difference maker for us on offense.